Hey everybody, it's Thursday again, 3 p.m. Of course, somebody finds it necessary to call me at this very moment, but we're going to say that that is not something I can take care of. I'm waiting for Simone to come and join us. Let me see. I can do this. Turn off the sound. See, that's the way to do it. Just stop the sound. Hey everybody, it's Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2100 hours in Central Europe, and we are ready to give another no hype webinar, no hype marketing webinar. And I hear coming in the room, there is our one and only.
Hi, this is Simone. Hi Marcel, how are you doing?
Very well, nice to see you again.
So I'm having the books in the background, so
yeah,
again.
I like that.
It's nice and quiet down here.
Right, so you put on a jacket because it's cold down there?
As well, and it looks a little bit more formal, so sometimes I think it looks nice. So, but I will get cold feet, so probably that's nicer for your part.
Well,
But here we are having autumn time. You can see by the pictures that I've posted on Facebook. I did them last weekend, so it's beautiful.
Right. Yes. Okay. Well, you said an interesting saying there that you got cold feet, and that is maybe a topic we can talk about today, because getting cold feet also means that you want to do something but you dare not. You get you get frightened or have fear.
Exactly. This is it also something in English that you say in English when you're too frightened to do something that you get cold feet?
That's right.
All right.
So just taking a sip of my ionized water.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so I guess people are ready to see us move, and I'm going to...
I hope so, and at least I managed to prepare something so that we can really see a blog post in the making, like the raw somethings. I really put down the some more words so that we can actually have a real blog post that I will put online.
Okay, right. So yeah, that's the topic for today. We've maybe you can already talk a little bit about the steps that we have gone through so far, so that people have an overview of where we are. In the meantime, I will slowly pull up the screen for us all. Okay.
Okay, so well, our aim is to show you and to help you all to use blogging as a form of content marketing or internet marketing, so that with a blog you can then attract the audience and the customers that you need. So, and in order to do this, the last time we talked about how to find the keywords and do some keyword research. And after you've done that, you need to write actual blog posts, because the idea of content marketing is that you always provide great value for your customers, and this way your customers get to know you, get to like you, and get to trust you, so that you've got a great basis of people who will turn to you whenever they have a problem and whenever you are the one that comes to their mind as being the person that solves their problem. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
Right. You're making me think of two other things which I think are important for people to realize. One is that blogging, in fact, is a non-paid, it's a free method to get people's attention, to get people to look at what you are bringing them, the value that you're bringing them, but also that you can put it online and it will stay there in principle forever. So you put it out there for free and then it's available there for a long time. And that is the opposite of advertising, where you pay once, you hope to get people that actually click because they really are interested in what you have. But as soon as the money is gone, the budget is gone, then it stops. It's dead. While the blogging will go on and on and on, because it's sitting out there waiting for you to have people look at it and to get the eyeballs on.
And exactly. And what I really appreciate about blogging is that you can do so much with your blog. So whenever I'm having my blog and there's something that I would like to make more clear, or when I see a blog post where I think, okay, I think probably I have to add one more sentence or have to add something more, I can still go ahead and do this. So it's
Right.
nothing that is just there forever. And furthermore, the more you have your blogs built up and the more content you have, the better it is. So as you also said one day, it's every blog post is a part of internet real estate. And the more you real estate you own, the better it is. And actually, as you said, it's just for free. Of course, you pay with your time. But that's it. And when I think about the time that I spend blogging, I actually like it. I get into the habit. And the only thing that I don't do within the week is watching TV. And I think, well, I really don't miss it.
No.
So
Okay. And maybe people even can write some blog ideas while watching TV, because they, you can use any ideas that you pick up from the news or reading a book. I pick up things in the morning when I run on the treadmill. I will actually be listening to my Audible books, and I pick up ideas, and then I choose to say, okay, hey, this is what I want to write about.
Yeah. And what I also realized is that when you're reading books consistently, and it doesn't need to be much, but when you're reading it consistently, when you're also listening to great audios, to me it feels like I'm taking a lot in, I'm taking it in, and then it's like a bubble coming from inside upwards, and then there it is, there's the idea. And I definitely think this has something to do with this unconscious mind, so that your unconscious mind makes you aware of what exactly you need at that very moment to reach the goals.
Right. Okay. Well, you're bringing a whole different aspect into it. It's talking about the mind and how we grow. You could look at the world of, we discover things, but at the same time, you could imagine the world as being that they say everybody already knows everything. You just have to discover it. You have to put your flashlight, your torch onto that which you haven't, how do you call it, lit up yet, what is not apparent to you will become apparent as you move forward in life. And we will talk, usually we talk about the ILT method, the invest, learn, and teach method.
Right.
Something which I learned from one of my mentors, Ray Higdon. And the ILT method is, in fact, the most ideal to connect that with blogging, because invest means you learn something, you invest your time and your energy and your money to pick up something from somewhere, and then you learn it. And the exact meaning of the word learn in English is actually not only just to read it. No, it's actually to take it by heart and to be able to reproduce it. So blogging is just that. It's the modern way of writing a book or a journal, of organizing your thoughts. And I think it's a great thing that is possible nowadays, that we can use this. So that's a spin-off. You grow as a person while you are blogging. So that's
exactly. And what I really appreciate is that blogging basically can be done for free. So it's amazing, and you don't have to pay for every blog post. So you just do it, you just pay in your time, you invest it, and you have something so valuable out there.
Right. Okay. So let's move to the order today. We will not stop on every slide. Some of them are slides just to keep you in the repetition mode, because repetition is very important. When in this, we will talk about that, or Simone will talk about that also. So We also came up with a quote, do what you cannot do. And
All right.
we'll come back on that in a moment. So today, let's quickly go through this. Grab your pen and write your uncashed checks, which is actually a way of saying you may write your notes, but until you actually turn around and turn those notes into something valuable, then they are making no value to you. They're uncashed checks. We'll show you the steps and where we are, the funnel, how to write a blog post today, and we'll go into the last part, some mindset stuff, some tools and apps, and what is the best way to move forward, taking action, and how we can help you in that. Okay, let's move on. Yes, Simona.
Okay, I'm always doing that which I cannot do in order that I may learn how to do it. And this was said by Pablo Picasso, and you know, this famous Spanish artist, and he has a lot of good ideas. And I think, well, he even says, well, he's always picking things that he cannot do so that he's learning how to do it. And I really admire somebody who says, well, I can't do it right now, but I am willing to learn, and I'm willing to fail, and I'm willing to try once again. So that's something that really inspires me.
Right.
And it's the same with blogging. It's it takes its time learning that, but it's worth it anyway.
Yeah, and the more you do it, the more you are able to do corrections to what you have done so far. It's like learning how to ride a bike. I actually picked up on a new method on how to learn how to ride a bike, or how to teach a young child how to learn to ride a bike. But about that, I'll tell some other time if you're interested. Okay, let's move on. So, tell us about. Oh yeah, no. This is where we say that we're in step 3. How to build your blog. Right?
Yeah, we're in step 3. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and this is how we move forward. In the previous videos, you will find our kickoff. Gave an overview, and then you can see how we talked about the target market and to research the keywords. So this is lesson number 3. Okay. This is a total landscape of where this all fits. We're not going to go into this at this moment, but it's you could say that the place that we are looking at right now for placing the blog post is specifically here on the personal blog. Yeah, and then you will hear Simone explain then how this is put on there, and then how you connect that back. They call it backlinking, how you connect it back here to this phase, which is to drive attention, which can be, for instance, through the social media. Okay?
Okay, great.
Here we go.
I think then I would just say, well, I'll write how to write a blog post, and you see there are a lot of steps. If you want to take a look at that, just well, pause the video and do a screenshot or snipping. What is it?
Yeah.
Whatever. It's I use this all the time, where I just copy what is on the screen. So
yeah,
this is more or less the step-by-step procedure that I'm following all the time. So, and I really tried something, so I would just take over and show my screen, and I have prepared something, and so I just take over the screen. It's always confusing me, because when I take over the screen, there are so many many words. Okay, so here we go. I have already.
Can you? Oh,
sorry.
No, can you double click on the blue bar at the top of that window, so it becomes
this blue bar. Which blue bar? That one. No. Oh, I should. This one here. Yeah. Okay, good. That one. No. Doesn't make it.
No, do it again. So it doesn't get any bigger. That's it.
No, that's it. So here you see my back office. This is my Calato dashboard or my Calato blog. I am using the Empower Network blog, which is called Calato. And what I really appreciate about that it's very, very easy to do blogging, because I have nothing to do with all this technical stuff. I think that there can be a lot of things that have to be done, have to be followed, whatever. So here's kind of an idea about the blogs that I've written already. So I've written already 360 blog posts.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a possibility to take a look at everything, the categories, the author, the tags. So I will just introduce you to the procedure of adding a new blog post. So, okay, and I'm going to switch a little bit. And as you would say, I have prepared something already.
Oh.
So I was busy this day, and as you could see, I have already one blog post ready in the text maker. And one thing, I'm also somebody who likes to have it all perfect. But during blogging, I found out that it's better to just go with something that is maybe 80% perfect, and skip the rest of the 20% and do it later, or find out if it's necessary to do it. So therefore, I'd rather always take the approach, okay, no matter what, I just go ahead and do it.
Exactly. Well, get it out. I
get it out.
I've probably written 100 blog posts that I never posted. So.
Okay, so it's and I'm kind of the person, I'm posting something and then I see what happens.
Right.
So it's like I dare to do something and I then take a look, okay, let's see what happens, and let's see if it's out there, then it's out there. I can always go back and correct it. Yeah. So, and here it's a little bit related to our topic. It's a small guidance how to do a blog post. So the German term is then die einfache Anleitung, in 4 Schritten einen Blogpost zu erstellen. Okay, just summarize it up in German real quick. Also hier ist die kleine Anleitung, wie Sie Ihren Blogpost erstellen können. Sie finden das natürlich auch alles auf meinem Blog und haben dann hier eine Chance, mal ein bisschen nachzuschlagen. Letztendlich haben Sie gesehen, es gibt einige Schritte, aber wenn Sie sich an die Schritte halten, dann schaffen Sie es, Ihren eigenen Blogpost zu erstellen, zu veröffentlichen, und die nächsten Schritte kommen dann. Okay, switch back into English. Okay.
This is fun.
Yes, I love it. I love it a lot, and I love to do the languages.
Tell me what you're doing.
Okay, so right now I'm just doing copy and paste.
How do you do that?
I just picked
How do you do copy and paste?
I just mark it.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of the keyboard person. So, but it's copy, string C. That's what I did. And then I just switch to the other tab and I do string enter string V. Yeah. And I do this all the time. I do it just so much that sometimes my shoulder hurts a little bit. So when you do it all the time, switching back and forth. But so this is kind of what you have to face as bloggers.
Right.
But okay, so and then it's a little bit easy. You see quite a lot of content, some steps, something, and you can see here just from looking at it that there's a lot of space in between.
Yeah.
You see, because reading a blog post should be something that should be easy for the eyes. You're not reading and chewing on every sentence, because right now people are just scanning. Basically, they are just looking through what they have, and then when their eye picks something, they might just go deeper. But I give them the possibility that they have a chance to just scan through the content.
Okay.
So and sometimes here you see, for example, that there is a link, and I always enter some links where I want to connect something, and then with the next step, and I'll just show it, I will then put those links in. So right now I will also go ahead and mark my content that I would like to put out. You see, I was a little bit busy.
Right.
Okay, until this one here. And I'm not a mouse person. You see, I'm a little bit older, and the mouse was invented after I had my first contacts with the computer. So it's so nice. We have a person that is apprentice at the company I work in, and I tell him, okay, when you use the mouse, it's great, but when you use the keys, you're quick, and I love to be quick.
Right.
Okay, so here I am adding some headings. So I just copied it in, as you saw. I just add some headings so that...
I see different kinds of headings. What headings do you have?
Okay, so we've got heading 1, which is the basic principal heading. Heading 2 is like the next level, and then every level deeper, you can have different headings. So we can also say, well, okay, this is kind of goes a little bit more into the depth. Okay, maybe put this heading 3. So this way, you just kind of structure your comment and make it more readable for your user. And the best thing is always think about your reader, think about your user. What is working for your user? Okay, here I've got a link, and I see it very great that it's in blue. I just say I'm just doing ausschneiden. So I'm just pasting it, cutting it. And here I'm inserting the link again. Okay, insert. And I could say search engine journal. Open it in a new window, and I've added the link. So that was as easy as that. That's nothing more that you have to do. And I've just implemented it so that the user knows, okay, when he wants to go to the source of what I'm saying, he can go exactly to the search engine journal.
Oh, okay.
And it's always good to connect to outside journals or outside valid information. And you might think, okay, well, when I'm connecting somebody, won't this hurt my blog because somebody is just getting away? And no, it's not this way. Think about your reader. Your reader finds your blog post and finds a lot of great information, valuable information, and probably he's going to put a bookmark on your post. But with this blog post, he probably has all the knowledge he needs or she needs to do whatever they want. So how great is it when you just collect all the links in the internet, and then you have the reader a lot longer on your page, which is actually something that Google will reward.
Right. And I saw something else what you did. You said open it in a new window, which means that after they've gone there and they're finished, there's still your original window is still open.
Exactly.
That's handy.
And it's so easy to do. This is something that I really appreciate about this blogging system. And I'm not a technical person, and I do have a lot of obstacles already with some technicalities where I say, well, how the heck do you do this? So, and therefore, I don't have to do anything about that. My husband has its own blog as well. It's like, okay, I don't know how you do it with a real, so to say, WordPress blog. I just know the things in Kalatu. And I know that here I don't have to worry if somebody's hacking my blog because they are protecting it.
That's very true. I have to say there something additionally. I mean, I also do marketing for small businesses. So I have a server where we put websites, but I have special staff which is working between 1 and 2 hours a day, and sometimes many hours a day, just to take care of the security issues that there are. The hacking which is going on, it's the reason why I stopped doing it myself. So you have to have a very well secured system and server, which is run by people that know everything and also that are at the front of any attacks which come. Because when attacks come and you are not well prepared against that, then you might as well, of course it's good to have a backup of everything, but you don't want to have to redo all your work once you are doing that for a longer time. Yeah.
Exactly, and this is also something that I say, well, I know this is a service they do for me, and of course I'm paying for a service, and therefore I'm really happy that this is nothing I have to worry about. I just pay for the blog, for the service they are doing, and I'm happy to do this.
Right.
So
so what's the next thing you're up to?
Okay, the next thing I do is enter the SEO title, and for the SEO title I always do the title that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use the SEO keywords.
Where do you get those from?
Well, some of them are the keywords I have, and some of them are related keywords. So blog post is something that I have in here. Sometimes it's also nice to have blog posts who are connected or who are combined and don't have just one word but just 2 or 3. That means the long tail keywords, and sometimes it's easier and better to rank for the long tail keywords, because for the short ones everybody wants to be on top and it's so hard and so competitive. But if you're having long tail keywords and bit by bit, if you're just blogging in one area, Google recognizes, okay, that's a person who is very, very familiar with this one area, so that must be an authority, so I'm going to rank this person higher. And that's also what those long tail keywords can do for you.
Yeah.
So and now I'm thinking
maybe explain the term long tail because it sounds like something that's you think you understand, but it has to do with the fact that, of course, it's not just one word or 2 words, but it actually goes into being 4, 5, 6 words or more.
Exactly.
Like, let's say the difference between let's say you want to buy a new car, and so if you would put in the search engine, what is the best car to buy? Well, that what kind of results you get. But if you say, hey, I want a red car, what kind of red car? That's a bit of a silly example, actually, because usually you start with the brand, or you start with the property of the car. What is the best, what is the fastest car, or what is the safest car? And then suddenly you become more specific. And the more specific you get in your question, what is the safest car built after what? 2000 and before 2010, because you can't afford a very new car, so you want a car which is between 5 and 15 years old, for instance. Yeah. So the more specific you put your search engine question into the search, it's the other way around from the people that are offering information. Yeah. So when they have put in there already that they are talking about cars of a certain age, then you will land exactly, because the match is made by Google between what the person is looking for and what people are offering.
Exactly. So in the meantime, I have already done something more. So we stopped at SEO title, SEO keywords, SEO description. This is the description that Google displays, so that what a person sees at first. And I've just put in the first few paragraphs. I have a chance here to select a call to action. And here there are quite some, and every one of these calls to action is actually on the blog post and is also showing you well, what can the reader do so that you're not missing that out on that. Then it's the Facebook sharing
Can you give an
settings.
example of a call to action? Because I think I understand it. This is something. Well, of course I understand. I know the system, but
Yeah.
for the people that don't, can we say that the call to action is related to guiding people further into other information, into videos which they can then look at in the back end of this marketing funnel?
Exactly. So here is what, for example, for the last blog post that I did, I have put online, and this is also it's a landing page. In fact, it's a call to action. Where are you struggling building a profitable blog when others are doing it so easily? So this is kind of what you offer the person who is really doing it until the end, who is reading it until the last sentence.
Yeah.
And so when they click the button, they will get to another coded landing page, so that in this case the sales funnels are working.
Okay.
So we'll just probably enter something here. Let's see, maybe it did work or did not. Oh, it did. Okay. Okay, so, and what else did I do? I'm just scrolling up. I choose the language the blog post is in, so I choose German. But of course, there are lots of other languages inside, so feel free to use whatever language you want to have. I am the author, so I choose my name. I don't press the publish button yet, but it's also possible to publish or to prepare blog posts and have them published later on. Let's say you're on vacation and you want to prepare blog posts for the time you're on vacation, so that every day one blog post will appear. And this is something that you can also do here. So that your reader has the idea that every time you do something, it's already done, it's fresh, it's new, it's visible. So this is something that this system offers to you as well. I choose some categories. So those were the categories I have added already. So I have quite a lot. And I choose some tags. I can also choose from the tags that I've done so far. So, okay, so they all fit kind of. Yeah, sounds good. So the ones that are more capital are the ones that I'm using more often. Set featured images. So here I thought today I'm using pixabay.com, and I thought, well, okay, maybe I'll take this this picture. I always download it, and Pixabay is a service that you can use for free. And I'm saving that one here, so I can see it's saving down. Okay, I can give them a copy. I will do this later on. And I think it's just awesome that there are people out there who are actually working and doing pictures for us bloggers. So upload file. I'm selecting the file, and so I have it under the downloads. Where is it? Probably this one here. Probably so. And it takes its time. So, and okay. Now you can adjust the title tag. So, what did I do? Blog post Google top 10. So this is probably one of the words people would type in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the featured image. Now the next one is here for the Facebook preview. I use the same. Okay, no, I don't need this again. I can use the media library. So once you have it done there, you can see here I've got quite a lot of pictures already. And for every blog post I do, I have a picture. And also how you can optimize your things is also something that there's a lot of information inside of Empower Network. And it's quite a lot. But I think it's interesting, and bit by bit you're always getting better. So this is basically it for the blog post. What I'm missing here are some more pictures, and sometimes I'm also missing here that I will have to add some more links to the other blogs that I've made.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, when I see here, and when I know this, so I'm also talking about this AIDA model that we have that you have just shown.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll search, and that's something that I've just discovered. Okay, and I can search and find out an old blog post, and I can link to this blog post. So this is something that has two great advantages. First, it's helping my user, because my user will then have a chance to actually gain more knowledge, because I want to help my user and help my reader to get more information. And furthermore, Google also likes it a lot when there's a lot of connection in between.
Right.
So that's helping you tremendously. Sometimes when it's getting too late, I was like, okay, let's do it the other day. And then I go back and do it the other day. And sometimes it really takes a while until Google picks up your blog post. So then it will be fine anyways. So, and now we're ready.
How can you see when Google picks up your blog post? Can you get a message or?
No, you don't. I just publish it right now. And I'll now show you one trick where we can actually tell Google that in fact we've just published something. So I can click on View Post, and there I see my post, and I see all the long text and description the post has, and then I use this www.ping-farm. I don't know. To me, it always sounds like pig farm, probably because of the barn. So it's like not pig farm, it's ping farm. And actually, I'm just giving Google the hint that, hey, guys, there's a new blog post out there. And I have to give them the keyword blog post. Think that this is my keyword. I can put 2 clicks down here, and you might ask yourself, where did I pick this up that this is possible? And I say, well, I learned this from persons who are earning a lot of money with Empower Network. And as always, when you're talking about money, there's this income disclaimer that you should check out at empowernetwork/income.php. I've heard it so much times, I know it by heart. And well, of course, nobody can guarantee anything. It just depends on your work and effort. And so, and now that's one work and one effort, and it's just one click, and I say mass ping.
Okay.
And then it says, okay, here we go. Here is the blog post, and the ping is sent to Google. Go out and look, and here's a new blog post out there.
Okay.
And whenever I want to know and find out, if the blog post is available, there's one great thing when I go to the webmaster. So this is a great, great tool, and absolutely a must for every person that is blogging, because this way you have kind of a better idea and a better statistics. So this way you just also see how many clicks there are there. So I'm not worried. I don't have that many clicks right now, but I'm getting there. And I'm very, very happy that I have clicks on my page.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also what is also nice, what I also like, was it this one? So I'm using it, no, this is not this one. It's data highlighter. The data highlighter is something that to me is really interesting, because this way you can start, and I'll just give them the new site, and I say, well, okay, kind of information, it's an article, and I'm giving this the site, and I'm telling them, okay, and it says, okay, this site is not in the index of Google, so therefore I know this site is not there. Okay. So this is something where you can actually check and find this out. I think this is pretty nice, because this way you can find out if Google has already listed your blog post.
Right.
So I think this is something where you know, okay, has Google listed it or hasn't Google listed my blog post? So I'll just show you how that looks like. So I don't want to tell this Google again, because I think that maybe Google might get upset when they're getting the pings over and over again.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe somebody write a comment below if you have more information, because this is only what I assume. If you've got more information, I will be more than happy to know. So, and here's something that is great, because this way, when you have an article, you can say, okay, this is the title, and this is the author, and Google loves to have more information on what you did. So this is the date of the publishing. Okay, no, this is, okay, take löschen. So it's like, it's not on October, but it's, yeah, here we go. And here we've got the picture ready. And now we can say publish. And this means we've got another article published. And then we're done. At least we're done for the day. We've got the post.
Explain that screen once more that you just have there.
Okay, this one here, it just says, okay, this is the article, and for one page I have published it, and in the end you will find out it's about. Okay, so here you've got an introduction as well. Google explains pretty much, and it also tells me we've got now structured data.
Okay, did you add each of those lines yourself, or did you just
I added all these lines myself. Okay. You can also have like 20 or 3 or whatever. Sometimes I see like 32 pages, whatever. I did quite a lot of work. Sometimes I just do one page. Sometimes it's 30 something. And you can determine how many of your pages you want to have structured. But I have read that Google likes to have more information. And that will actually help your ranking. So that means when you see, okay, here are 3,000 elements on 312 pages, that's actually something where Google actually says, okay, well, we're having somebody who's putting some work into the pages. That must be a good person, or must be a good possibility. So that's actually how I'm proceeding with blogging. And as you saw, once you have it ready, it's not so difficult posting everything.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it looks
There it
nice.
is. Okay.
There it is. So feel free to comment if you like it or if you enjoy the content. So, and the blog is ready. And now the next step is then syndicate.
Right. One question about the comments. So what happens when people comment? What do you do?
When people comment, I will see them here in my back office. And right now I have not so many comments at the moment. And some of these comments are actually not real comments, but they are also spam.
Mm-hmm.
So when there are real comments, I can see them coming up and I can say, well, okay, it's okay that they are there, because spamming comments can actually hurt your ranking, because
Mm-hmm.
Google sees this and doesn't like it a lot.
No.
So I hope that this has been very helpful for all of you. And so this is kind of a very condensed way to show you how to do a blogging business.
Right. Okay. So when we look at the different steps of
So
the process, I'm just looking at here, because you were talking about syndication, right?
Right.
Can you explain a little bit about that? Because in our process, we don't get round to, we haven't put that in there explicitly.
Not yet, no.
Because the next step actually talks about creating multiple unique landing pages and opt-ins, and then the email system, and then it gets to get traffic, right?
Exactly.
So,
well, and syndication and getting traffic is kind of part of the deal as well.
Yeah. So okay, so we will come to that at that point, or would you like to say something short about what you?
Well, we can say something. I can say something short.
Yeah, why not? Mm-hmm.
Why not? So
because,
say here. So this one here. So and actually it's pretty easy, because now I'm opening this in a new tab. So this is Google Plus and Twitter.
Okay.
And writing something.
Did you just drag those icons to the top?
Yes, I just.
That's good to tell people so they know what you're doing.
Yeah. So it's just nice. I just put the icon, right mouse, left right mouse, and open in a new tab.
Okay.
And for the Twitter, it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I share it on Google Plus, and it has been shared.
So when do you share it with your friends, and when do you share it in public? What's the difference?
Well, I have with Google Plus, I have quite a lot of people here who are on like acquaintances or people I know.
Mm-hmm.
And so they will all know it, and it's all public. So what I do is all public.
Okay.
And for Twitter, it's also the same, and I have to cut down something. Okay, wait.
Yeah, because in Twitter you only have how many? 140 characters?
Yeah, something like that. And it's like getting there in Twitter, and that's it. That's it for Twitter.
All right.
So that's it for Google. That's it for Twitter. So, and the next thing, okay.
What about Facebook?
That's what I'm going to do right now. And Facebook is always...
My wife is just arriving with the car that we're going to take to Panama City Beach.
All right. So you will be...
She's got a nice car there. Right. Okay.
Okay. So I put it here. I just right now do a very quick version. because it's just the link. I don't know why it doesn't work, but it used to work.
I think about a week or two ago, this has to, as far as I can see, it has to do with the fact that Facebook is really trying to become much stronger in video. So they had a hard time. First, when you put a YouTube link in there, they showed that there was a picture of, the what do you call it, the thumbnail.
Right,
they showed it, but I think they have created software that they will only show the link and the text and not automatically. So what you need to do, I guess, yourself, if you can, is on YouTube, or you can take any picture that you like, but if it's about a video, so then take the thumbnail yourself and then put it through. And maybe next time I would like to show the program that I think many people can benefit from, the Earphone View program, so that they can do anything they like with images.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely awesome. And what I really appreciate is that when you're starting, you're just learning quite a lot. So actually right now, as you see, I have my own Facebook fan page, which is Wege zur Freiheit, like pathways or ways to freedom, because this is probably what a lot of people want. And so I'm posting it here, but I'm also, well, Marcel, you know that area, huh? Yeah. And I'm also posting it on my own private blog, where you can see beautiful trees, picture taken a week ago in Hamburg, Germany. And so therefore all the people I'm connected with on Facebook also automatically see my link.
Right.
But it has blown my mind what I have just learned from the last event at Empower Network on how to do better Facebook stuff. So I'm just leaving it like that. So we've got something more to tell people who are joining us.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We do have a lot of things that we've learned over time that we can and will share with you. So that's really, are we done with the
I'm done with the blogging. So we did this already, and then the last bit is missing, which would be writing the mail out to all the people who are on my list. So I just give my screen free again, release it, but that would be something that is also part of the entire process.
Yes.
And all this, preparing the blog post, syndication, writing the email, doing a little bit of marketing on Facebook takes 2 hours, more or less.
Okay. When you start, okay, I get it.
So it's, I think in the beginning you need a lot more time, but I think you can do it within 2 hours.
Okay, so that is a very important thing to realize, because many people have been told that you could do it like in 1 hour, but if you try that, you will never get to the point to have something, first of all, valuable that you've written, or you'll have something valuable but you can't get it out the door. So it's important to see that it does take time, and when you get into the routine, you still need to reserve 2 hours in your day to get a good blog post out the door. Maybe make people aware that what you just did on Facebook, of course, hey, you're actually, what you're doing, and I'm going to go back to present, and I'll show you a little bit on the picture here quickly of our model. Go back to here, to this slide. Righto, present. Okay, is it showing?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Okay, right. So what we've done here, Simone explained on this interest phase, the phase, this blue column here, interest for the niche. So you're actually asking people if they are interested in anything to do with internet marketing. And there you're getting them to opt in, something that we have not put in place yet. First, we are telling the story, right, here about problems and you can solve. In this case, Simone had a story about the blogging process itself. But what's important to know, when she went to the Facebook side of it, on the Twitter and the LinkedIn, well, that's actually when she went over into this column where you are driving traffic, you're driving attention, yeah, through either, in this case, social medias. You can also use ads or a combination. And that is important to see that you only put a little bit of text to get people's attention. You don't go and take big pieces of text from your story. Same thing, if we go here to the bottom here, do you see here, email autoresponders? That's the thing that Simone was explaining. You actually create an email for every blog post that you put out there. So you make a little text which is interesting just to grab a person's attention, no more than the attention. Don't go into whole stories. And then you say, want to read more, like ... and then you will lead them from that email straight into the blog post page. Yeah, I should say the blog post. But it's on a separate page where they can read the rest of the story. So they get, in that way, they also get to land on the place where later on we will be building, yeah, this opt-in. The opt-in, let me see where the opt-in is in the story. It's right here. See, step 5, opt-in. See, so you get an idea of what we're talking about. Okay, well, let's see what else we have. So we went through all of that. We already talked about Pablo Picasso today. Something else on mindset. I personally like to follow people with stories, good stories. And the other day I came across something called the dose of leadership. Yeah, so the amount of leadership.com, and there you can see interviews with relevant leaders of today, they say. So I thought it's something that I think, if you are interested, to give you some input, different types, because our brains need to be trained, yeah, in all sorts of different ways, and you never know up front which piece of training will, which piece of puzzle will be the piece of puzzle that will make it easier for you to do the things that you want to do. Huh? So that's about that one. Something else we talk about, the marketing tools. We think it's important to know that Google, since April this year, has started ranking or measuring every website to see if it's mobile friendly or not. And if you look in the list of the Google search hits, you will see it says there mobile friendly. And if it doesn't say that, that's not a good thing, because Google will not help you. And especially if you want to advertise ever on there, then Google will certainly not help you, because they say first make your website mobile friendly. So how to find out about this is, well, either you can ask us to help you to look at things, but the other is, of course, you can go to a tool which is called the mobile friendly tool of Google, and you can find it under that link, google.com/webmastertools. Mobile friendly. You can put in any URL and it will tell you how much and why your website is or is not mobile friendly. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, finishing off.
Exactly. So
go ahead.
I think it was already very much hands-on today, very much into draw back the curtain and show you what exactly I'm doing all the time. And I hope that it helps. I think I've learned quite a lot during the past time, and I bet when we do the same thing next year, it will be different and it will be better. And
Right.
I'm happy that I have the chance to learn something more every day.
Right. Well, I have sort of got into my schedule now that every quarter, every 3 months, you kind of can relive certain things, but at a higher level. So,
All right.
yeah, let's see if we can make a marketing calendar for ourselves to see that we come back to this to revisit certain things which are essential on that basis. So yeah, people will be able to join, and they'll also know that, you know, if they have stepped in these three months, they can step in the next 3 months, and we'll be doing the same thing again, but at a higher and better level, and people can grow with us. Right?
And I also found out that sometimes when you're following people, it's nicer that you follow somebody who is not multiple six-figure whatsoever, or even a seven-figure earner, but it's nicer to follow somebody that is just at a level that is more or less beginning, or
Yeah.
has some
Just ahead of you. Right.
just ahead of you, because otherwise you can't connect because you don't know that much. And
Yeah.
learning is always a connection between stuff you know and stuff you don't know already.
Right. I think you came upon that the other day. The difference between the course that we are relating to now, the top producer formula from David Wood and others, is based on the fact that you learn the basics, how to hold the ropes and how to get away from the shore and start sailing. Those people that are earning a lot more, they probably have a team, and they are focused on totally different things. They are not busy with those kind of things that you start off with. And my experience, and I can say that from probably, well, over 8 different mentors and sponsors that I've had over the years, is that they have grown away from me so fast, because I was still doing other things, a job, or I was running other businesses, that they ran away from me, and I wasn't able to catch them, and didn't get the connection. So there's different views about that also in network marketing. If you hear Eric Worre, I think he says literally that you should call up your sponsor and say, thank you very much for getting me in this business, but I won't be needing you at all. I might call you for a question or something to help you out, but that's about it. So he teaches, and that's really, I think, to teach you to become responsible for yourself. Not to hold up your hand and say, you have to help me. So I like that part of it, but the part I do not like is that something which is essential, and that is showing people, no, the wrong word, not only showing, actually making sure that they see that you do the right things at least a number of times, so that you feel confident enough to do it by yourself, and to actually see that happening. I think that is what a good mentor should be and should do. So that's where I think our uniqueness comes in, because there are very few people that, a lot of people that are in this are fast, very fast. Problem with fast people is they very seldom have the patience. They are so fast, they don't have the patience for other people that are not as fast, so that they will actually slow down and help those people at the level, at the speed that those people need. So anyway, that's one of the things that No Hype internet marketing is about, and why Simone and I have joined hands, and would love to help you. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so take massive action. You can get to us. You use the Contact Us page on nohypeinternetmarketing.com. You can connect straight with us on Skype and ask for an appointment. And we'll actually put this out on the website also, so people maybe people can click on our picture and then they can Skype straight with us. Okay, find info there. On the Facebook page, of course, please go there to do the like thing. And that survey form, I'm going to put that in the website because
Yes, and for Facebook as well, don't just click like, also type in a comment and probably also share it on your site, because every involvement in Facebook is very much appreciated. And also on the comments, we would love to hear what you are thinking about it and what you need to hear, what you need to learn. And I would be more than happy to prepare the next show or the next episode for what you need.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think we can even go as far as saying that if there are people that want to be a presenter with us, speaker, then just let us know and we will talk with you and make that happen. Okay.
Okay.
Righto. So for next time, what's the topic we're going to choose? Are we just going to take the next one from the list, which is, what do we have here?
Well, how to create a funnel probably, or set up my daily schedule. Probably that one.
Set up the daily schedule. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not go too fast.
Not too fast, because this has also something to do with these 8 core commitments, I would say.
Okay, let's go through those. The 8 core commitments that you feel are useful for us.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, good.
Sounds great.
Okay, is there anybody with us at the moment for the Q&A? I think we've gone through a number of things here.
No, not yet. I've just seen that people were contacting me on Facebook and I was asking them to join, and that one guy was in Spanish and the other guy, no, not yet, but he's living in Abidjan. So that's, I love technology. I love modern technology.
Okay, right. Well, let's look at it. We are perfectly in time for the 1 hour, almost cut off. So I say I'm going to go back to our screen and say hi to Simone and everybody else. There we are. Yes. Okay, Simone. Thank you very much for doing this again.
Thanks a lot. It was my pleasure, and I wish you all the best for your trip to Panama Beach. And actually, is it a long drive?
Oh, well, my wife thinks it's a long drive. I think it's between 4 and 5 hours, but she said 6, so we'll see.
Okay, well.
For those people that don't know, it is what they call the Panhandle. Actually, I thought when they talked about the Panhandle long ago, I thought that the Panhandle was the whole of Florida, because you can hold
exactly. I would
the whole
think
of the U.S. by the state of Florida. You could hold it, and you could think that it's a big pan, right? Well, no, I got it wrong. The Panhandle is in fact the little piece of Florida, because Florida itself has the shape long, but then it has a handle on it. And then that little piece there is called the Panhandle of Florida.
All right.
It has the most beautiful beaches on the Gulf, especially now everything's cleaned up here. So, I'm going to I'm volunteering to help people that are going to do an Ironman on Saturday. And I will be at one of the stations to help out as they switch onto their bike. Of course, an Ironman is a triathlon, so it's swimming, biking, and running, and a marathon at the end. So I'll be doing that, and one of the main reasons is because that is a way actually to get the right to join an Ironman myself.
All right. Wow.
So a year later, in November 2016, is the next one there. and I hope to to see if I can sign up for that. So.
Oh, that's great. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then wish you all the best for the weekend. This sounds awesome.
Thank you so much. It's been lovely. And we'll prepare on Monday, we'll prepare the next, and we will syndicate out what we have now. As soon as we stop the broadcast, for people that don't know, as soon as we stop the broadcast on this Hangout, automatically we will, it will be uploaded to YouTube. The video will be prepared, and it will also be syndicated automatically through my Twitter and my Facebook, so other people can pick it up. Sometimes that's not so handy because you want to edit, but the more I feel that there's no big mistakes in it, we should just leave it as it is. So.
Well, and in fact, people can see that what we do is for real. We do it right now. We do it live, and I'm very confident that people will show up and that we have more interaction. And by the way, whoever is seeing that, leave comments, which is sure appreciated.
Okay, yes, thank you. Say hi to Boris and have a good night.
I will. Say to Patricia. Bye.
Bye.
From Hamburg.
Okay, from Orlando.